Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Poonam Dua. In this poetry, we are going to talk about religion. Religion is something which is actually a belief. Should this belief be followed as the free will or should this be imposed? This we will come to know from this very beautiful poetry by American poet Wallace Stevens. Almost everyone in the world loves Sunday morning. Sunday morning, yes, this is the title of today's poetry. Let us know about this writer, American modernist poet, born 1879, died 1955. You can learn that he was a good contemporary of Tagore, Gandhi and Sarojini Naidu. Born in Reading, Pennsylvania, educated at prestigious Harvard and York Law School, and won the Pulitzer Prize as well in 1955. Sunday morning. Let us know about this. This is a poetry from this writer's first book of poetry, Harmonium, published in part in November 1915 and properly in full in 1923 in Harmonium. This you need to remember. Some major portions of the poetry we will cover. It is divided into various stanzas. Stanza 1. Wallace Stevens' poem Sunday Morning explores the nature of afterlife and the contribution of God and nature to the building of paradise. How humans have built paradise and if paradise is really built by God. That is the thought of the speaker, that is the gist of the whole poetry. It is questioning the existence of God and paradise created by God. The speaker of the poem opens by describing a woman who chooses to spend her Sunday morning sitting outside as opposed to attending church. In Christianity, there is a rule that every Sunday you are supposed to attend the church, and some kind of fear is also given to people many a times. If you will not do this, you will go to hell. And there is a woman who wants to spend her Sunday doing some other things like enjoying herself, enjoying the Sunday, enjoying the holiday. And she is fearful as well at the same point of time. Will she go to hell because she is not going to church today? She has a nightmare that makes her feel bad about Christ's death. The travel to Palestine and the tomb of Jesus are depicted in the dream. So in dream she thinks about Jesus Christ who sacrificed himself for the sake of humanity, and she feels guilty. All the churches are made to revere Christ and I am not going to church. How bad. But she still has her doubts about religion. She is not prepared to sacrifice her life, her Sunday, her holiday, and all of its delights for the Christian deity. She feels that has God really compelled us that every Sunday you are supposed to visit the church and you cannot enjoy it your own way? Who has made this rule? In next stanza, she thinks about one more god, that is Jove or Jupiter, you can say. Christ is the one who is popular to sacrifice himself for the sake of humanity, and Jove is the representation of sun, but not the sun itself. So she says that all these gods, basically be it Christ, be it Jove, they are the one who are created by human beings, whose stories are told by human beings. Are they really the that much supernatural things or that much magical charismatic beings as it is represented in Christianity religious books? The question of whether paradise is possible and the desire of people to establish religion are both raised by speaker. So is really a paradise exist for the so-called people who always do the good deeds, good karma, or is it just a thing created by humans? The narrative then switches back to the women's point of view, who is said to find tranquility in watching birds wake up, move around and fly off her day. So she is, trying to attend to nature at present, watching birds and sitting in an easy chair and just relaxing. She regards death as something to be dreaded and beauty as something to be embraced. So if human being is to be afraid of, that fear should not be that I'm not going to church today, I should be fearful. Person should be afraid of death and all the beauty around, just as Keats said, beauty should be embraced, beauty should be enjoyed. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. The speaker disputes this notion by arguing that beauty is impossible without death. We are able to, appreciate everything around us because of the concept of carpe diem. आसपास जितनी भी खुशी है उसको ग्रैब कर लीजिए, उसको enjoy कर लीजिए, because one day everyone has to die. Now she thinks the men are not burdened by any all-knowing, all-powerful force or the expectations of the Christian God. When we are born, were we born with a rule book that every Sunday you are supposed to visit church? No, no one was. Similar to how nature will exist in the final stanza, they merely exist in the globe. So, this is just part of the nature. Everyone who has ever been born on this earth is part of the nature and not nature itself, not God itself, right? So everyone exists on this earth the same way we do exist. So why one should be worshipped by another? In one of the final stanzas, she says that Christ's tomb is just a tomb. वो सिर्फ एक कब्र है, एक ऐसे इंसान की जो कभी इस दुनिया में थे और अब नहीं है. It is nothing more than a place to be buried. Why are we considering it to be a very special place which should be worshipped? Spirits do not reside there. The speaker summarizes all he or she has said so far and closes by expressing a desire to understand nature without using a human perspective. Nature is what? Nature is actually just nature. Maybe nature is created by God, some supernatural being, but everything who is part of nature is nothing more than the other human beings who exist on this earth the same way. सभी ह्यूमन बींग्स बराबर हैं, चाहे हम किसी को सेंट का स्टेटस देते हैं या नहीं देते. सेंट का स्टेटस सेंट की क्यों दिया जा रहा है किसी को सेंट का स्टेटस, व्हेन एवरीवन इज क्रिएटेड इन द सेम मैनर. किसी के टूम के सामने जाकर हम सर क्यों झुकाते हैं? इट इज नथिंग मोर देन अ प्लेस टू बी buried. So we should just consider every human being as natural as we consider ourselves. So the ultimate thing that this woman wants to do, what she wanted to do in the first stanza. In the first stanza, she is relaxing in her dressing gown, drinking coffee and eating oranges, and this is how she feels that the Sundays should be spent by everyone, not by going to churches. So this is the gist of the poetry. In the poem, the speaker claims that we are unsponsored and free. God has not sponsored us ki go on this earth and propagate me and follow me and do not do anything else other than worshipping me. That is without divine oversight or retribution. Nature is all around us. Everything, every person, every object around us is natural. And the only heavenly beings visible in the sky are pigeon flocks flying in the dusk. हम ह्यूमन से बेटर तो पिजन्स हैं जो कि फ्लाई कर सकते हैं. शायद उनको हमें थोड़ा सा रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए. अगर वर्शिप करना है तो ऐसे किसी ऐसे किसी एलिमेंट को, ऐसे किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को, ऐसे किसी क्रीचर को वर्शिप करिए जिनके पास ह्यूमन से कोई ज्यादा या हटकर या अलग क्वालिटीज है. Why do we worship something which we have not ever seen? Sunday or a holiday. Such a beautiful words these are. Happy Sunday. Sunday is approaching very soon. That is why I am saying happy Sunday to everyone. And please do tell me in comments आप अपना अपना कोई holiday या Sundays को कैसे spend करना पसंद करते हैं. So that is it for this part of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and you will be able to write something about this poetry in your exams now. You may join the classes to cover the topics in detail. Can click the link given in description to get connected to us for admission. Thanks for watching. Best of luck for exams and please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel.